Good morning and welcome to the Morning Blessings. I am Tessa-Marie. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. This is about as green as I can get. It's long and flowing, but that's what I got. So what are you guys thinking today? It is a beautiful day. It is Monday, the 17th of March, St. Patrick's Day, and the morning blessings to you today. Hi, Lisa. Happy Anticipation Day. That's all I had that was green. My Las Vegas outfit. When I went to Vegas, I walked into a store. They said, "Oh, you are what? This customer, you want this beautiful job, whatever." It's long. So how are you feeling this morning? I I know, yes, that's my greatest green. And then Dawn took some pictures, Lisa. Look at this. That is from the porch of the plantation. Can you see the sunset? Look at how it made a cross in the sky. This is one, and then we have another one. I think going up the stairs. Where is that other one? Look at this one. Isn't that beautiful? Oh yeah, I think we have a long haul. But this is the sunset yesterday. So it must have a sign. Look at how red it is. Look at the cross. Look at this stuff. It's just beautiful. Good morning, Loretta. The sunset from Marisol. Well, Loretta is in Dominica and she knows the plantation, the estate. So here you go. That was one of the sunsets that she took. And look at it. It's so beautiful. Thank you. Unusual because of the way it forms like a cross, but the world is full of beauty that we do not even know about. So good morning, everybody. How are you feeling today? Happy St. Patrick's Day. This is my St. Patrick's Day outfit, all black with the green, long. And I'm walking and it's dragging and all these beads and diamonds, whatever they have on it, is going swish, swish. I'm looking to see what is making the noise. So let's get the show on the road, guys. So happy St. Patrick's Day to you. My topic today from the 9th of the month was, it is such a gift that there are so much more beauty we have not experienced yet in the world. And yeah, there's so much happening in the world, but there's so much beauty yet to be seen. For example, that sunset. When are we going to be in that space where we just simply enjoy a sunset? When are we going to do that? And to see it, to capture it. So that's beauty. But that is once in a lifetime. Because another sunset, even in Dominica, will not look the same. So we have to remember that. That sunset is beautiful because it's unusual. But there are other sunsets that are even more beautiful and they're unusual, like when you see the green flash. You have to be there for hours to actually days on end to capture it just as it's going down, right? So a world full of beauty is what we live in. Do we take the time to see it? No, we don't. One of the things we do is we forget to look at the beauty we have in the world today. We forget to just stay in the moment and check the beauty. Instead, we check all that is not beautiful. We emphasize it, we repeat it, we send pictures of it. We show people all those type of things. I have my golden triangle tea. The first time I noticed how far away from beauty we are, even when we're standing in beauty. Good morning, Colin. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you this morning. So there is so much more beauty in the world today than there for us to see, than we can see with just see. But the very first time I came across what people see, even when they're standing in the middle of beauty, they look for something that is not beautiful to show, to emphasize. When I was in India in 2017, this lady from Ontario, Canada, was with us, and we were standing in front of this building created from that red clay that was just so beautiful in Hogarth. And we're, hi Nancy, good morning, happy St. Patrick's Day, like my new green, that's the best I could do. This beautiful building, the building that the son of the man who created the Taj Mahal in honor of his amazing wife that gave him 14 children, 10 survived. When he was spending too much money, one of his sons from that same mother, built a building and put it in such a way that he could stare at the Taj Mahal all day. And then this lady on our tour in India, we're standing and we're looking at this amazing building. She is next to me. She turns around, takes her camera, and she takes a picture of what they call a lorry, which is a truck with garbage in the back of it. And I said, why are you doing this? She said to me, so I can send this picture back home so they can see how dirty it is in India. I said to her, you mean they didn't tell you that before you left? And she didn't answer me. I said, all my friends, or my so-called friends, told me how dirty India was and how the dead bodies would be floating on the Ganges. Hey, we were 11 days on the Ganges. There was never a dead body seen. There weren't even flowers. But I said, you're standing in beauty that was created hundreds of years ago. And the only thing you can see is a dirty truck full of garbage going to the dump. It's not on the ground. I said, we come from a first world country with a lot less people than they have here. And it's not, and in some places it's very, very disgusting. And you are taking the worst that you can. You couldn't find it on the street, so you took it in a truck, taking it to the dump, and you expect something to go and to share that. I said, can't you not just stop in the middle and enjoy this building? Look at the story. Go back to the Taj Mahal and realize, good morning Yuko, happy St. Patrick's Day to you, and realize the carving of the roses in the marble was done all those years ago by people using tools, handheld tools. And she said nothing to me. But you know me, I'm like a dog with a bone when I see injustice. And I told her that. And I don't know what she said. I really didn't care. But I couldn't let her do that. Before I left for India, my friends, which I don't have time for anymore, made sure they told me that the streets were dirty, there was filth and garbage everywhere, I would be walking in it, the rivers, the Ganges flowing from the Himalayas, all they went way down to the Indian Ocean is full of garbage. No, it's not. They have cleaned the river up. They have done the work to stop them throwing flowers, because they don't put dead bodies just like that. They actually would incinerate them like we do. So, and maybe they would put the ashes in the river, but they stopped that. But she saw only the garbage. When you can look at a building that looks like a bright, clear light in the rising sun, and it's golden in the evening setting sun. So we have to see beauty where we are. And as I said to you, my topic came on the 9th. My sister Dawn stood on the porch of the plantation and she took this sunset. Look at this sunset. Yesterday. And she sent it to me last night. I was asleep. I didn't see it. But look at what I'm showing you and what my topic was from the 9th. Today is the 17th. And I said, God's at work. So that is from the porch standing. Then there is another one where she is actually on the steps going up. The same sunset. And it's different. So if somebody, of course, from the first world countries goes to Dominica, they're going to look to see people's houses that is not as palatial as theirs, because they could afford to go on this trip, and maybe they will take 20 years to pay off the debt. Good morning, Ryan. Because we know $622 borrowed and paying $10 a month will take us 6 years, 11 months to pay off. So there is a lot of beauty in the world to see every day. So make sure when you travel to a third world country, you capture this sunset or one of those type of sunset. That's the beauty of it, and that's God's handiwork, not yours, not mine. None of us could create it, no matter what we did. And again, you have to be able to see it. A different, same spot, but more onto the right of the veranda, and there she is, taking that. So the beauty that you're seeing, that there's beauty in the world everywhere we go. And beauty hasn't been seen yet by all of our eye. We come from a first world country, we visit a third world country, and we take a picture of a shark. It makes us feel better. They're so poor. But the king had an entourage, you know the word, when he was riding through the forest and he met the woodcutter. The woodcutter was singing really lovely and dancing while cutting his wood. The king could see the energy of happiness slipping from that man. He stopped to ask him, how come you're so happy? Here I am with a whole pile of people and all the world within me, and I am not happy. So when we see what is not what we expect to see in our wonderful first world countries where we are ready to eat each other up like animals, and you go to those so-called third world country, pause. I'll tell you something. That plot of land that shack is sitting on, that you think everybody lives in shack, that is owned by many generations. They have places that they own it. They are not starving like you think they are. They'll go to the river and they will catch some crawfish or prawns that you have never tasted the beauty of the taste in your life. They will eat the ground provision. The early leaves of the ground provision is part of what makes a soup. They do not have to grind like we do, and then to take it and to miss the beauty. We are so mad in North America that we forget to see the beauty of the world around us. All we see is fearful things because we are so afraid of our own self. So there is a lot more beauty in this world to capture than anything else that is waiting to be there, to be seen. A sunset, a plant, a flowering plant, unusual. When I was in India, there is a tree that flowers. The flowers don't go up. You stand under the tree and the flowers all come down. I went to where Mother Teresa, Saint Teresa now, and the orphans. And you wouldn't believe how wonderful that place look. Hi Betty, good morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Neat and clean and tidy and well looked after. So when we are traveling through this world with our North American dollars, stop and realize there is more beauty in the world than sadness. Stop and look for it. Don't be like that lady on the tour with me in India that was taking a picture of a lorry full of garbage going to the garbage dump to show her friends in Canada how dirty it is. It wasn't, lady, it wasn't. Stop and admire a waterfall. Go to Dominica and I dare you to enter the sulfur springs. Will you walk on a path this wide with a cliff here and a precipice there just to go bathe in sulfur water? Will you pop, can you know what it is to pop an egg in this hole at the hot springs and it comes out at the other hole, hard boiled, ready to eat? And you think you're better off than them? And the beauty does not exist? I had to explain to a woman once that my first pair of shoes wasn't given to me when I arrived in Canada. I came with shoes. Because it was just amazing that I had this 70-inch heel on my feet. Whatever it was. Was it 7? Not quite. But anyway, the thing is, there is beauty in everything. And there is so much more beauty for us to find in this world than what is horrible. You go to Niagara Falls. It just doesn't stop running, does it? Man cannot figure it out, do they? They said they had hanging gardens of Babylon, one of the 7 wonders of the world, including the Niagara Falls. Look at the Great Lakes. There are 5 of them. You wonder why? One for each sense in our body. So one thing. Good morning, sister. How are you feeling this morning? I was showing your sunset pictures on a few seconds ago. So there is so much beauty in the world that we haven't experienced yet. So when you take your little trip to somewhere, look at the clean water. Look at the clean water. Look at the size of those lakes we've got. And look at what we've done to them. We can, in some cases, some places here they can, people cannot drink the water in some parts of other parts of this world. And you say you're better than them. No, you're not. There is beauty in carving out a life no matter where you are and seeing beauty in all that you do. Because there is so much more beauty to discover and experience than we ever think. As I said to you, do you know, when I was about 20, we went to the Bury Lake. And it happened that this lake again is a freshwater lake that will just sink and disappear and then it rises back up again. And that's in Dominica. It's not in Toronto. It's not in New York. It's in Dominica. The water evaporates into the earth and rises again. You go through the river called the Indian River, and it's the Valley of Dissolution. It's scary, it's eerie. And yet, from where Dawn took the picture, if she would dare to wake up early and she would turn this way, she would see the rising sun. She doesn't get up early. She gets up at 6. So, that's what I'm saying. There is a tree that I know that it turns this leaf as the sun is rising. And the mist that is underneath it is white. And you can see it white, but it turns so beautifully to grasp the sun. Beauty. Beauty. There are lilies that grow on the estate. It just grows. Nobody can figure out why it grows all over that whole mountain top. And it is so unique. When somebody from that village dies or is going to die, the lily starts to bloom. When my mom died, one of the ladies said, you know, I knew somebody was going to die from the village because all the lilies were blooming. All the lilies just popped out. The white lily on a nice long stem. And of course, they use a lot of that to make the wreaths for the coffin, the funeral, the church, and whatever. So, things are amazing. I call this scene, this sunset, God's handiwork, God's artwork. So, what we have to learn to do going forward is start looking at God's artwork, not at God's people and criticizing their faces and all of that. Yeah, the valley is on the way to the boiling lake. Yes, it is. That is it. But the river, the actual Indian River, with all the things hanging and the darkness and the stillness of the water. So, the mountains sometimes shift. and it creates a new thing. It just creates something. Who is doing that? And that is what we must remember. So when we are going through these days in North America, we are going, pause to look at either the beauty created by man or the beauty that man had nothing to do with. There is that, you know. When my kids were little, we would take them to the Simpsons windows at Christmas time. We'd go downtown, and these windows were huge. Simpsons is a department store like Fifth Saks and all of those, Macy's and all of these, huge. And they would decorate them with themes, Christmas themes. And you would stop there to look at it, and there would be, across from there would be the man selling roasted chestnuts. You'd buy a bag of roasted chestnuts ready to crack for each kid. It was a family outing to look at the beauty of how they put all these figurines together to look like a living room on Christmas morning, a kitchen, a present opening, dining room, all sorts of things, people skating to give the kids something to see. So we have beauty. We're so busy criticizing ourselves first, and then we criticize the weather, and then we criticize the neighbor, and then we criticize the candlestick maker, and on it goes. Somebody said to me on Saturday when they saw me going out, walking, one, my house, this house, I'm going to that house, number 3 from me. Where are you going? Did somebody die? Yes. Oh, why didn't you tell me? It's not my mother that died. It was my grandmother. It's my neighbor, my friend. If you were her friend, maybe they would come to your door and tell her. Oh, when I saw her, I only just waved. I know you're asking me why I didn't tell you she died. You see what I mean? These people just look at me and they come talking nonsense to me, and I'm just ready to let them have it. I said, but you never spoke to her. How you expect? But you could have told me. I said, it's none of my business. I said, anyway, I have to go. And I walked and I left. But that's what I mean. You did not ever stop to say, hi, Jessie, how are you doing today? You know, you did not stop to do that. She would be sitting on the porch and you would maybe just, she's not going to bite you. She's just going to wave back at you. She will hold on to the rail and come to the edge. She'll see me coming down the sidewalk and she'll say, I saw your shoes before I saw you. And she'd question me. See the beauty. She saw the pretty shoes. There's so much beauty. I love your lawn, she would tell me. Oh, that rose bush. She saw that. But you are so busy doing your thing, your head down, you did not pay attention to her, but you want to know. You want me to tell you. That's none of my business to tell you. Her granddaughters came to the door, and I, knowing the woman, I said, hi, Rita, I've been thinking of you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I did tear because she was 94 years old, and she was amazing. She was a lot of fun. She paid Michael and Vanessa to water her plants, and she gave them the key to her swimming pool so they could go there in the summer when they were aware, even if they were there. What interaction did you have? Did you see the beauty in her wisdom? And she would tell you she was a stunning dresser, and she would show me pictures of how she was when she was young. And I would sit on the stoop and talk to her for 10 minutes and say, okay, Jessie, I'm going for my walk. See you on the way back. She goes, well, that was a long walk. But there was a communication when she saw me coming back. We need to realize there is more beauty in the world than we see, and that we still have a lot to experience in finding the beauty. Whenever you go on vacation, wherever you go, look for something beautiful to enjoy. Even if it is just to look at the unusual plant, the unusual food. Because the smell doesn't suit your senses, that doesn't mean it's not good to eat. Some of what they eat in those places would save many lives in this place here. It's so natural. Dawn said something yesterday. She said I was sitting in Mommy's kitchen garden, and I just went there and I sat there and I called you, but you weren't there. Curtis, she wanted eggs. Curtis came down from the top of the mountain where he lives, and he brought her fresh eggs. And she said, you should see the color of the yolk. She forgot, because she lived in America for a very long time. And yes, the color of the thing is it's so, this is the sunset she took. The color of the yolk is closer to this. That's how deep it is. Is it better for you? Maybe. But we know the chicken wasn't born on Monday and laying eggs on Tuesday. What do they feed them? Corn and coconut. Just corn and coconut. So you have to understand that look for beauty where you are. The beauty. I'm not talking about a beautiful, sexy woman and a beautiful, handsome man. No. We know those exist. They're a dime a dozen. And if they're not, they'll fix it with a knife or a needle or a plunger or something. I don't know. Look at maybe the pattern on their dress. The shoe. Are they accentuating the shoe, or they are accentuating the outfit? There is a way to dress, you know. If you want your shoe to talk, therefore your dress has to be simple. If you want your dress to speak, your shoe has to almost disappear off your feet. Very little of it should be shoes. So admire that person that put it together and say, wow. You see a lovely house from the outside. Admire it. The architect took a time. It wasn't just built like this. Somebody said something to me about Italians, and I said, listen to me, you guys didn't know how to put two bricks together until they came. What's your point? Just like that. So I am the wrong person to talk shit to. You know, you guys didn't know how to build things. You guys didn't know how to eat with a knife and fork until Marco Polo showed us you can use toothpicks to do the same. So we have to realize there is everything that is not normal to us. There is beauty and knowledge in it to learn and to share. Stop criticizing the world and learn to realize there are other experiences in the world that benefits us. The blue zone people, where are they? Where are most of the blue zone people? What they say blue zone? They move, they walk, they take their time, they enjoy a plant, they eat naturally, they do everything. Instead of telling me be them, tell me to look at them, watch them, see how they function. Hi Marina, good morning. How are you feeling today? It is Happy St. Patrick's Day, like my outfit. That's all I've got, that screen. So one of the things we have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, is that there are a lot more experiences of beauty in the world to be discovered than we see, just like that. She that just came on, Marina, will take pictures of it all over for us. Is learning to see. That's bingo. Beauty is learning to see. Many times, Marina sent something the other day. A pair of shoes made with wire. You all know I have a weakness for shoes, so before you can link, I said, oh, that's pretty. I could see the shoe in this thing. But she seemed to be able to go out, and wherever she is, she captures beauty and she shares it. So instead of scrolling through the internet to get something that will send your blood pressure up higher, why not scroll in the internet and say, I want to know more about this country that exists in Timbuktu. That's what I do. I found out when I was in Peru that the windows were shaped differently to withstand the earthquakes. So our windows are like that. Their windows are the warrior stance. It's wider and it comes down, so it can shift. You know, if you stand like that, it will not fall. Yes, the windows that are straight will go. I learned that there. And that's what we have to realize. There's beauty in what we do not understand. I met some people that lived on an island made out of reed, which is like what you make baskets from. They eat it, they cook with it, they use it as utensils, they have fires with it, everything. It's so beautiful to see that's what they took to do everything that they do. They sing it and they thread it and they make garments out of it. So there is beauty in this world that we haven't experienced. And it's time that we start opening our eye to see the beauty that is out there. Right here in our cities, we have beautiful things. Like I talked about Niagara Falls. Look at the Rockies. You go to Vancouver and Lake Louise. You can ski and you can go in the hot water just like that. So you're there skiing, Lake Louise is down there. You know what I mean? You go on the beach and you will find natural caves in Newfoundland, natural holes and things. Really, it's so beautiful though. So going on a vacation and sitting on a chair and just drinking your drink and saying, I'm on vacation, you haven't filled your mind with anything new. Going on vacation doesn't mean you have to be drunk every day. Going on vacation means you need to see what is happening around you. Because there's beauty in everything. When we went to St. Lucia, there was hagam, which is a seaweed, all over the sea. It didn't make it nice for swimming. But that is fertilizer. If they took it and they put it around the plants, it fertilizes the plant. And it doesn't smell anymore. So you see, there's beauty and things. Everything in nature has a purpose. And so do we. So that's why I'm bringing it to you this morning. What is your purpose? What did you came here to see? What did you come here to be? I did not ask you what did you come here to do. Why are you here? Why? It's not what you're doing, it's why are you here? It's very challenging and you can try it, but if you practice this, you can win it. And when you win it, you can enjoy your life. To sit down and not be fidgety for 2 minutes. Connect with your breath. No matter where you sit, you could stand against a tree. You could stand outside for 2 minutes in the morning before the sun rises and breathe and hear your breath. Like just concentrate. Your mind is going to go, but you pull it back. Your mind is going to flip, you pull it back. If you practice that every day for a month, you will notice you have 1 minute for sure that all you will concentrating on is your stomach, your breath coming in, your breath going out. That is when you are open for God to whisper his desires, and he gives you your gifts, your goals, and what you ask. That is one. Yes, Vancouver. Oh, you've been there, Nancy? Yes, it's stunning. It's amazing. And that is when the energies of the world, what you call it, the universe, God is dropping little things in your ear. Is when you're in the moment of stillness and silence. I practice a 10-minute every hour. It's not 10 minutes of all of the 10 minutes that I am in that zone. But when I started doing 2 minutes, it took me years to be able to stay for 2 minutes and just hear my heartbeat and my breathing. But what I noticed is I would come out of there feeling like I just came out of a spa. And my mind would be so alert. And I'd come out and I have an idea for a simple story. I would do it on the train, on the subway going to work. I would just close my eyes and dip into myself for a minute. And the next thing I know, I have a whole chapter to some story I was writing for the kids for tonight. So that's when we get it. When we are in silence and stillness, that's when we can connect to the universe. That is when we can see the energy that is attracting us, helping us to do better, to be better, and to win. I was in Vancouver many years ago for the World's... Oh yeah, they had those. Nancy, you would go to those things. I love giving you what we just had, and those of you who are still interested in learning more about your guardian angel, register for the Guardian Angel Seminar. It is free. I have a seminar. DM me, send me an email. I have your workbook ready for you, and you will get your workbook, and we'll start. And it's on the Tuesday, so it's next Tuesday at 1 o'clock to 2:30, and it's all about you and your angel and the power you get when you can sit. It's like your angel. You will find when you connect to your angel is like a chair you know you have there, and you just, okay, I need to sit. And with me, my angel is Joyce, and sometimes I feel sorry for what I put on her, but I realize that she can pull assistance if she needs more help, and that she can handle everything I throw at her. She has never disappointed me. And the reason why I'm doing all of this is because so many little notes come. How come you feel so good, you look so good, you don't look your age? I don't feel it either. And even if I felt it, I wouldn't tell you because you cannot fix it for me. I'll go to where I figure I'll get help. So that's why I don't dwell on what I cannot change. I can only work on what I can change. And I pray to God every day. I know the difference, which one it is. So that is on the 25th at 1 p.m. Now, yesterday we had a fabulous Sunday self-care show all about nutrition and health. It looks like in 2 weeks we're doing one on movement. So now we're telling you, because what we're doing is asking you guys to share what you would like to hear from Yuko and I. So it's movement, because, was it Angelina said she wanted, what about movement? So then I'm starting a new series. I never have enough to do. I have to find something else to do every day. It's not my fault. It has nothing to do with me. It's this energy called inspiration. It shows up. It throws an idea at me. I rush to get my pen and paper. I write it down, and then I just do it. I have no idea where they lead. And when it's time to stop, I automatically stop. So guess what? Since everybody is concerned about prices, I worked for a few decades for a fabulous bank called TD Bank. I am going to feature all what TD Bank can offer you. The reason why I'm choosing TD Bank is because I'm familiar with the system. I know how to navigate their website. So I'm going to have a talk on Wednesday and on Saturday, maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, and on what and how to manage your money and all little things you can learn, because we need it. Everybody's crying. You call and you know the cost of food. And I really need to say that I have a lot of debt. It's fine. You have a lot of debt. It's fine. But you can also save a penny. And you can also start with a penny. I know that sounds weird, but this is the woman that started it for $1.75, and I am not ashamed to say that. And Loretta can testify to that. So I am going to give what I know, and I will use TD Bank. I will reference TD Bank purposely so you can see the system. It's not that they pay me to do that, but I know it is a easy system to learn and to navigate and to get what they have. The bank has information you need. If you do not ask, it wouldn't come to you. What they need from you, they will ask you to take it. Here's a credit card. Here's the line of credit. Here is this. Here is that. But what do you want? You want knowledge. Knowledge they have, and you don't know. I'm going to teach you to go in there and rip it out of their hands so you can live a fulfilled life. So these are my new projects. What do you think? Let me know how you feel about that. And have a great day, everybody. I was in Vancouver. I know Vancouver is so beautiful. Thanks for noticing the boots. At the Brickworks. The Brickworks is an amazing place to go. I have a plant that comes up in my garden I got from them, Marina. It's amazing. I should take pictures when it's ready to show you. Arita, long time no see. Yes, that green is beautiful. On Liberating, when I go see her. You're going to liberate? Are you crazy? You don't see how long it is. That's it. It's really long. So I always wear it in black. So I got it in Vegas. I walked into the store. I didn't buy it. I walked into the store, a bell rang, and the woman said, you are something customer, and you just want this. And I look at it and I say, well, no, where are you going to wear this? To myself. And so I took it, I wear it every blue moon or every green moon. So anyway, with black shoes. So anyway, let us see what else you want to liberate it. You have a habit of stealing things from family and friends. This morning I'm up north and the sun is rising over the frozen lake. It's stunning. You're up north. We're north. How far north are you? The Valley of Dissolution. Family. So you guys, it has been a nice life. What did you think of our topic? I'm going to say goodbye and say hello. Rosalind, Betty, Loretta, Nancy, Yuko, Marina, Corlina, Rita, and Dawn. Yeah, the topic was planted on the 9th. And Dawn took those pictures yesterday. It is such a gift that there is much more beauty we have not experienced in this world. We have not yet experienced in this world. So that was our topic for today. And I should leave you with the sunset. So that's Dawn's sunset. That's Dawn. There is chickens, Dawn. I think that this is for chickens. And I don't know. As you can tell, I'm never there long enough to do any work. And that's going up the front step or the side step facing the ocean. It's an unusual sunset, but that is God's handiwork. He does unusual things for unusual times, and it just sometimes aligns with what I have planned. So let me see what tomorrow is going to bring with what we have planned. Have a great day. I love you. I respect you. I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Today is a marvelous day. Is Lisa still here? No, Lisa had to. Oh, hi, Lisa. Yes, it's going to be a long haul. Michael sent me a text this morning. We are expecting a bundle of joy anytime now. So we're waiting for that bundle of joy to show up. We won't be showing pictures, but we will tell you what the bundle of joy is when the bundle of joy shows up and the name of the bundle of joy. Have a great day, everyone, and take some time to experience and love the beauty around you. The world is waiting for you. Have a great day. Love you. Bye.